Hello everybody, today we're going to be talking about the spirit box and our results from our last visit to a cemetery. First, we're basically just going to talk a little bit about the history of the spirit box. Not going to really get too deep into the history. We're just going to say that the spirit box originally was called the Frank's box, and Frank was a guy...
Frank Zappa.
It was not Frank Zappa. It almost sounds like it because Frank's a little crazy. But this Frank is also crazy. And what he did is he put like a little crystal in there, and he felt like he was the only one who could actually hear the spirits at times. If anybody like said that it was like not what he thought it said, then they were just wrong because he invented the Frank's box. But yeah, one day we'll probably get more into the Frank's box and the history of all that, and the history of actual spirit recording equipment well before the Frank's box. But now what we're going to do is we're going to recap what happened.
What happened?
Some people were asking about the EVPs that we asked, and then we were supposed to listen out back for an EVP. Well, we didn't hear anything, but I do know that there's like some software and stuff that you can do to check for like certain frequencies and see if there's anything, which we didn't do.
What, some kind of ghost software?
Yeah, like a ghost. Well,
because it doesn't exist. I think just like ghosts.
I think.
Ooh.
We'll check them out. And if we get anything, we'll let you know. If not, you won't see a video on that. Okay, some people said that they thought they saw something at 347. It does kind of look like something that's kind of walking there, but it's not. It's just a grave. We were there. It is a grave. It's just the way the camera's moving.
Is it that taller one?
Yeah, it's the taller one, yeah. But that was a grave. Some people said that they heard Mama instead of Hannah, like we thought. Who knows? I feel like it's Hannah. I'm Frank. I'm saying what it is. Whatever you think it is bull. Some people said that they heard, instead of Oliver, like I put the word Oliver up there, Elizabeth thought that it said don't leave. And it was after we had talked about leaving, I believe. So so somebody liked us. Bad Company 2 thought that they heard somebody say bye at one point when I was saying bye at the end. That was me just saying bye again. I don't know. I guess I was just stuttering a little bit. Well, anyway, we're gone. Bye, everybody. Bye. That was just me saying it again. When you put them together, it sounds a little ghostly, but that's nothing. Maloko thought that the ghosts were laughing at us after we said we didn't believe in ghosts. Because there's a lot of people, that don't believe in ghosts or believe in an afterlife, and it does kind of sound a little bit like they're laughing at us after we said that. So that one's probably true.
At least we brighten their day a little bit.
Yeah.
Laughter is the best medicine. It'll bring you back from the dead, even.
Like a Hallmark card. Urban 1337 thought at 9:45.
That's Urban Leet. Clearly.
Sorry. Urban Leet thought at 9:45 after AJ asked what's your name, it said Bobby, and it does sound like it's saying Bobby.
What is your name?
What is your name? What is your name?
Bobby.
Anyway, that's some of the things that people said they thought they saw and heard. The thing that in question is the spirit box. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we have here.
We're going to bring the SB-7 out of retirement from the other night. Oh, and then we're going to bring out the EMF because we got it.
All right, anyway, I'm going to read off basically what it is that we have here. What is the spirit box? The spirit box is an SB-7, and according to this site called ghostshop.com, this new model allows for both FM and AM sweep modes. For balanced amplification now with balanced frequency, power, and noise reduction, you can expect, it says you can expect it, they misspelled there. You can expect cleaner results and greater clarity while sweeping. This unit utilizes a millisecond adjustable forward or reverse frequency sweep technique coupled with a proprietary high frequency synthetic noise or white noise distributed between frequency stops. There are 2 discrete audio outputs, 1 earphone or external speaker and 2 internal speaker. It also features a bright LED backlight display with manual on-off select, ideal for visualizing in the dark. Bam! Woo! What we're about to do right now is test it and see if we can get some of the same responses as before. Let's go ahead. And
what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I've got it set up.
What is this?
I've been setting this up the whole time you've been talking, and then you just ruin it.
What is this?
This is the setup for testing.
Testing it, but we're not supposed to put haunted things that might be haunted in front of it. We got to test it, isolate it from anything that's supposed to be haunted. That's how you do a control.
We're gonna do it like this.
Well, I thought this was going to be actually testing Spirit Box, but we're going to have fun instead.
We tested it before we recorded it. It didn't do anything.
Okay, so we got the Spirit Box going. We're going to see if Lou or Koala over here, Koala what is a Jaguar Koala mix?
Jaguala.
Sounds like
the new Hatchimal.
Our Jaguala here. We're going to see if we get any responses from these haunted items. Is this FM or AM?
FM.
Okay, I guess let's ask some questions. Lou, are you here with us? Well, you gotta wait for me to stop talking, Lou. Damn. All right, Lou, are you here with us? That was something. I couldn't hear it, but that was something. Velcro. What?
That was just SL100.
Okay. Okay.
That was 103.7.
Yeah. Thing is
The thing is, I know the radio station.
Yeah, we know these radio stations, and we know it's just sweeping through the FM and stopping randomly.
I have it on the fastest sweep speed as well.
Right. Where we were when we were at the haunted cemetery was nowhere. So whatever frequency we got was probably the same frequency. So when we kept hearing the same voices,
That was WUSM.
that was probably WSM all the way out there.
It was 88.5. Oh, no, it just happened right there. It was 88.
Oh, right here. I meant
93.7.
when we were out the cemetery, we kept getting the same voice. But that, I don't know what the hell that was.
That was SL100 again.
That's a 100.
Yeah, like I like this because I can look over here and see what radio station it's
Yeah.
on.
And people could say that the spirits are extracting audio, but no, it's just stopping on stations it picks up. But where we were, there weren't a lot of stations, so we only got one and we kept hearing the same voice. The reason why we kept hearing the same voice, it was probably that one station with that one person talking.
It had like that badass antenna so we could actually hear it way out there.
Yeah, so that's probably what was going on there. Let's slow it down a little bit and see if we can actually make out something here.
We don't have to slow it down. All we gotta do is shit. Let's get SL100.
The for sale sign in the window?
Yeah.
Yeah, telling the car the old-fashioned way, man. I love it. Yeah, I still have a VCR, so dude, I get it. You know.
This is the only way I've ever.
Which one's Lou and which one's Jaguala?
Totally, man. You're selling a car from 2005 like it's still 2005. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2017. We could use an app like Let Go, but yeah, whatever. It's time to snap those jackets. So.
What do we do now? You want to remove the haunted items?
Yeah, let's remove the haunted items out of the equation. Here you go, Nathan.
And it's going to be exactly the same.
And it's going to be the exact same thing.
Should I sweep forward or backwards?
Okay, this is 88.5. This is the station that plays a lot of the indie stuff. And this is what the ghosts are communicating to us. All right.
That was 104.5, Rock 104.
Now we're trying AM.
Hold on, I'm changing the sweep rate. But if you'll notice, I'm guessing the ghost hunters always sweep FM because AM has a different sound to the sweep.
And you're less likely to get results because there's not as many stations on AM, I mean. I can't wait to take some of all this, like the EVPs and this, and make a beat out of it. Yeah, we're not getting anything.
What did I
All
hear?
right.
I hear you want me to sweep in the other direction now?
I think I know what to say. Anyway, let's turn this thing off. We're not getting anything. No ghosts. Not repeatable. I don't think that ghost followed us in any
Look,
way.
dude, but we have all these electronics and the EMF meter never went off.
Yeah, the EMF meter's not really going
This
off.
is real.
It was going
It's
off.
real.
Okay. But the EMF meter is something we're going to be testing later. We'll have another whole separate video on the K2 meter and basically what we think of it and whether it's paranormal.
It's real.
Okay.
It caught all the ghosts when we were out there. It didn't catch anything around these electronics.
But we had our electronics like right up against it.
So?
I mean, what do you really think about the spirit box? The only thing that you can really say
It's a lot of fun. I'm going to continue to use it on investigations because I enjoy the novelty of it.
it's fun. It's a lot of fun, but ultimately it's bunk. And I think the reason
No, bunk is good. That's when you debunk it.
okay, that's true. Okay. But shit, what was I gonna say?
Why are you thinking what you're trying to say? Look at my shirt.
Okay, so the only thing that you can really do in science is have something that's repeatable, something that you can control for and test, something that's verifiable. A lot of people will tell you that, oh, well, because they're ghosts, you can't verify it. So it doesn't matter. There's no way to test it.
I can verify that loud-ass pest control truck going around fogging up the neighborhood.
So the spirit box, you're going to get different stations, different things, and when you're discussing, and whenever you're having a conversation with something, you're going to have to be able to repeat that multiple times and have it be peer reviewed. This goes for anything. Ultimately, I don't think we're going to get that with the spirit box.
Dude, the paranormal world says fuck peer review because we better than that.
Right.
Like,
But anyway,
all these
so
peer-reviewed journals are just hogwash.
it's just
anyway.
hogwash, yeah.
There's
All this-
medical journals.
Yeah, all the science.
Science can kiss my ass.
But I think there are things that you can check for if you're hunting for paranormal things or phenomena. And
Phenomena. Boo, 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 boo,
some of these things include
boo, boo, boo. Phenomena.
infrasounds. And infrasounds are basically a frequency at like I can't remember. I'll show you right here. I think it's like 10
About
to 20 or something like that.
mile
About a quarter mile frequency below the average human hearing. They've done some studies and they've shown that that can cause hallucinations. That can cause various things, which might explain some ghost phenomena. So what we were thinking about doing is creating an infrasound detector when we go out. Even some people have said that infrasounds are dangerous. If we cover some infrasounds, we might be in danger. So we don't have to be scared of ghosts. We're going to be scared of a very real frequency that's just way too low.
Why to be afraid of? Nobody explained why to be afraid of them.
I think it's because it causes your brain to rot in your head.
Dude, it'll probably take so long for that.
Another thing to check for is what an article I read by Sharon Hill. Some teams were just checking for something called experience-inducing fields.
Oh, goddamn.
They check for electromagnetic fields, but they're checking to see whether people are having like an adverse effect to like just too much. Basically,
Sounds like experience-inducing fields. That sounds like pseudoscience.
It does sound a little bit like, and well, actually, it was conducted by ASAP, and ASAP is a paranormal company. I mean, it's probably, it sounds a little fringe, but it's at least not resorting to ghosts. It's not going, this has got to be a ghost, you know, and just saying this is it. This is all it is.
I mean, yeah,
Instead,
they're trying to come up with something
they're
different.
testing with a plausible explanation for why people are experiencing
They
things
call it
they do.
experience as spirit-inducing fields.
Spirit-inducing, yeah, exactly. So that would be something. I don't know how we would check for that. You have to have a lot of money for like some of that equipment.
And a lot of drugs.
And a lot of drugs. But anyway, that might be some of the things we check out. We might be the first ghost hunters to actually check for infrasounds. I just want to show you guys something, and this is very, very important.
Uh-oh.
Here's a wood hulk. We talked about that all day, and I didn't show it off in the video, but I looked for a wood hulk, and I found this, and it's just amazing. I just wanted to show it off. We also might do a video on what the criteria would be for discovering whether a ghost exists, or whether there's
We're not qualified to do that.
Nobody is. That's the thing, though. Nobody has the real credentials to be a ghost hunter, except for maybe this team that actually debunks everything I found the other day. We might have a video on the criteria for proving ghosts, or what that would be, or if that's even possible, and if it could even be scientific in any way.
It was going to be such a theory craft video.
It probably would be. But yeah, it might be
fun. But it might be fun.
Yeah. As far as new suggestions, guys, I'm still going to go over some of the YouTube stuff. You can still send it to the Discord, but primarily Twitter and Facebook is where you want to send it from now on, because we do have somebody who is very generous in helping us out with collecting some of these suggestions. That's one more thing we have to do that always kind of brings our time down, because I'm always having to scour through a whole bunch of different ghost videos and photos to find stuff.
Ultimately, when it comes right down to it, the YouTube comments are completely disorganized. It's one of the worst ways. Twitter, Facebook, Discord.
So basically what I'm saying, I'll check YouTube. I'll be checking YouTube for past stuff, I would hope.
Yeah.
That most, so whenever, and also if you leave a link in the, our YouTube comments and it doesn't show up, the reason why is it's gone to spam, which is actually...
Because it has a link in it.
Right, which is fine. That was actually helpful to me when that was happening. But we're going to go ahead and try to move all our suggestions over to
social media. To Twitter, Facebook, Discord.
Right. So if you do link something...
link it to Twitter, Facebook, Discord.
You can do that if you want to show other people something, or, you know, some other ghost video that's related. But if you want to send something to us... Say it again.
Twitter, Facebook, Discord.
Right. And there we go. Nathan, you want to say anything? Oh, no.
Pay me $1,000. I'll show my face.
Okay, $1,000. He'll show his face.
No, dude, we have to set some kind of like goal, not just like a one-time payment.
A one-time payment.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
A goal. Okay.
I will chain you in the basement before I let that happen.
A meal?
Every month, maybe.
Every month. $1 million every month, and then he'll show his face. And you have to do it consecutively for how many years? 50 years?
Just one.
Just 1 year. One year of $1 million,
So
and
12 mil.
he'll show his face. It'll be much lower than that. Don't worry.